Okay, so this is the Daily Telegraph, a foreign, I believe UK, but you know how they always are with the UK, where they're like, we didn't get it here in the UK. We don't understand. And these are always a lot of fun. 18th of January, 2008. The Coen brothers bring their trademark daffiness to a tale of mayhem on the Texas border.
Daffiness?
Yeah,
I'm going to stop you there, brother.
Their default daffiness.
Okay. That's the dumbest word I've ever heard to describe this movie.
But also, what better way to tell me that you've only watched the goofy comedy Coen brother movies? You know, the fact that like you have not watched any of the ones that had more. You've never seen Barton Fink. You've never seen Blood Simple. Like, you know.
Yeah, holy smokes. Just completely their trademark daffiness. There are a few directors, I think, with more range than them in terms of like maintaining a consistent style while also making like basically any kind of movie. Short of a musical. And no, they fucking made a musical, Inside Llewyn Davis.
Yep.
I mean, it's not a musical, but like it's a music-based movie with lots of songs and stuff.
Anybody worth their weight who knows anything about the Coen brothers should read that first line and go like, well, this review is not going to be.
Yeah. I no longer recognize this person's opinion as valid. Yeah. We're off to a terrible start. Go ahead, my friend.
But despite this, No Country for Old Men remains an emotional desert. No Country for Old Men, based on the novel by Cormac McCarthy and written and directed by Joel and Ethan Coen, has been harvesting hurrahs since its premiere at Cannes last year. Its cheerleaders have it hailed as many things: a return to form for the Coens after lackluster outings such as The Lady Killers and Intolerable Cruelty. The most mature movie they've ever made, a flat-out masterpiece. Just the other day, it picked up 2 Golden Globes and is heavily touted to further honors at the Oscars. By the way, we should say that it won Best Picture of the Year at the Oscars. It won Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role for Javier Bardem. It won Best Directing for the Coen brothers. It won Best Writing for an Adapted Screenplay. And it won Best Achievement in Cinematography. That's not including what it was nominated for.
Was it? No, sorry. It was nominated for editing, right?
Yeah.
Because
I'm sorry. It was nominated for cinematography. I don't think it won. It didn't.
Okay.
Deakins didn't
win.
Because
I do know that Joel and Ethan Coen do their own editing.
It was also nominated for achievement in film editing. It was nominated for sound mixing and sound editing as well.
Yeah, I read somewhere that like they are concerned. They're worried. This is how you know how amazing of a filmmaker they are. They're worried they're gonna win an Oscar for editing because they.
Yeah.
Because for like, I guess SAG reasons or some union rules, they can't be like, they use a pen name for their editing, even though they edit it themselves. Mm-hmm. And after the thing with Brando, no one is now allowed to accept Oscars on someone else's behalf. So there's no one to accept the Oscar for them as this fake editor. If they were to win.
Thanks a lot, Brando.
Yeah, thank you, Brando. But yeah, this movie destroyed. I also would like to take a moment to shout out that little sentence there about calling it an emotional desert, because the writer wanted us to notice that. The minute he or she wrote that, they went, oh, yeah, that stays out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, I'm good at my job.
I didn't feel anything from this movie, and it's also like about a barren wasteland.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
Honey, I got it.
Bardem is the film's dark star, its malevolent center. Bardem is a great actor, and this might have been a role for him to feast on. His voice is as deep as a desert valley. His nostrils flare so wildly they could hoover up kilos of Bolivian marching powder.
Wow. What the fuck?
His muscled self-possession is utterly absorbing. So why do the Coens choose to deck him with a haircut of the kind worn by sexually ambiguous prison wardens on Australian soaps? or lower division goalkeepers of the early 1970s?
Well,
that's
there's
a bit
your answer.
niche.
There's your answer. It's set in the 70s, isn't it?
It's 1980.
80. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This is so specific. Like you, okay, so the fact that you needed to go to such niche lengths to communicate what his hairstyle looks like should tell you that not everybody is also going to understand those obscure references.
I'm also curious if anyone has one, please let us know. I'm curious if a haircut has ever actually been so bad that a performance like Javier Bardem's in this movie becomes invalidated. Like, is there any choice so bad that a truly great performance doesn't make you go like, he's going for something,
Right.
Like,
I mean, but it's the Coen brothers. I mean, okay, first of all, open a yearbook from 1980. You're gonna see somebody with that hair.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
So first of all, like that does exist. Second of all, it's a Coen brothers movie. You can nobody is going like, well, I can't enjoy the movie now. That was a choice that was
There's a
made
choice
that I
don't
just can't follow.
accept.
Yeah.
I also before I understood the first time I watched the movie, I had already seen Javier Bardem's character. Like, I knew what he looked like. And I remember to myself thinking, well, this is a Coen Brothers movie, so they're doing something with this. Turns out the answer was way more mundane than I thought it was, which is just it's a period piece. It's set in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like that is an appropriate hairstyle for that point in time. But I also would have totally bought it being set like today. Well, that's the great part about this movie. It is kind of timeless. But I could have believed it was set like today, and the answer was as simple as something like Anton Chigurh saying like, "My hair is efficient." Like, and then oh, okay, like that makes sense. It's out of his eyes. It's long, but like I don't know. He's creepy and weird and crazy, and like if he had an odd haircut, I'm sure there's an explanation for it.
I bet somewhere like it was literally them just saying like, we wanted an interesting silhouette. Like, I bet it's as simple as that. And it works. Like when you want to talk about like a silhouette being terrifying, not since Darth Vader have I been able to like see a shadow.
Well, it's the swoop of the helmet. It's the helmet shape.
And know exactly what I'm about to see.
He gets the same shape as Vader,
But also by this logic, like if you're getting holed up on that, what about the name Anton Chigurh? Like the name is crazy too. Like if we're gonna get like hung up on like these things that have nothing to do with the story, like it's weird that they're like Chigurh has weird hair.
It's such a choice. Even like and Josh Brolin's character at one point was like sugar. And he's like, and Woody Harrelson has to go sugar.
Yeah. Yeah.
We chose this weird name, and even the characters in our movie are like, what kind of name is that? And we're like, no, that's his name.
Right.
But
right. It's a distraction, a pointless gimmick, an attempt by the Coens to imprint the borrowed material with their own signature daffiness.
He used it twice.
Yep. That's a great point. He did. Yeah.
He couldn't think of another word.
No, but
he couldn't think of another fucking word.
Mick, it's a pointless gimmick. That's what it is. When you watch this movie, you're like, this is just a series of gimmicks. Like the cattle, the cattle prod. What's it called? The cattle. The cattle
like
gun.
Piston. Yeah.
Like all this movie is interesting stylistic choices that distract me from being able to anticipate what's going to happen next. Like I hate to repeat myself, but the idea of like the modern movies all being an adaptation, a sequel, part of a known intellectual property. Think about where we are in terms of when we watch movies, even when we watch like not a lot of people, but like when you watch Rebel Moon, you know you're watching what was supposed to be a Star Wars movie and then didn't get picked up, so he made it like we know the behind the scenes of everything. You can't just naturally organically watch a movie anymore. Now go back to No Country for Old Men, where he's walking around with this cattle gun with the air pressure, with that hair, and he's just killed a cop who pulled him over. You don't know what this guy's capable of, what he's going to do, how far he's going to go. It is a genuine filmmaking experience that we're just not going to ever get again.
I disagree, Dave. I think it's a useless gimmick. I think it's a complete waste. It's
just daffy.
It's nothing but like over the top parlor tricks. It has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with Anshun Chigurh's maybe his view on human beings as cattle. It has nothing to do with the fact that maybe he justifies it as seeing like he's being humane to these people in the same way that they shoot him with cattle. No, let's not explore any of those thoughts. It's just face value. It is what it is. It's a silly gun, and he's got silly goddamn hair. That's what it is. All right,
you daffy
clown man
Coen
with
brothers.
clown gun.
Clown man with clown gun. That's what it should have been. No Country for Clown Man with clown gun.
No clown gun for clown man.